Started with ink on a paper, tax on the tea, on the land, on the grain. Men in wool coats in a tavern, counting up grievances, counting up pain. Mama sewed flags in the kitchen, prayed for a king they would never see. Whispers turned into a promise, ain't meant to bow on a bended knee. We bled for a say in our own story, for a voice that could not be bought or bound. Fields turned to fire, sons to glory, names carved deep in a frozen ground. What we want ain't gold or grand empire, just the right to stand and to disagree. Ash and amber, smoke and tangle, but we walked out calling ourselves free. Redcoats marched in their column, drums set the pace through the mud and the sleet. Bear tracks burned in the snowfall, rags on our feet where the leather used to be. Farm boys shouldering muskets, traded a plow for a powder home. Love letters stained in the trenches, promising home to the battle worn. We bled for a say in our own story, for a voice that could not be bought or bound. Fields turned to fire, sons to glory, names carved deep in a frozen ground. What we want ain't gold or grand empire, just the right to stand and to disagree. Ash and amber, smoke and tangle, but we walked out calling ourselves free. It happened 'cause rulers grew distant, 'cause the crown never tasted our dust. Our reign 'cause a man can be humble and faithful and still rise up when you tighten the chain. Now I sit by a flag in the window, wonder what all that dying really buys. Maybe the prize is the question we're still allowed to raise to the sky. Oh Lord, we bled for a say in our own story, for a voice that could not be bought or bound. Fields turned to fire, sons to glory, names carved deep in a frozen ground. What we want ain't gold or grand empire, just the right to stand and to disagree. Ash and amber, smoke and tangle, and a worn out word called liberty. So here's to the torn and the tattered, to every cross on a hillside hill. What was won is a fragile promise, only worth what we guarded with steel.